Your diesel engine is overheating right now, and you have no idea because the temperature gauge still shows normal. By the time that gauge finally moves into the red zone, months of hidden damage have already been done. Warped cylinder head, blown head gasket, cracked engine block, thousands in damage that's been building up slowly without you ever knowing. Most diesel owners think coolant is just coolant. Top it up when it's low, maybe change it eventually and you're fine. But diesel engines have unique cooling challenges. Higher compression ratios, heavier loads, aluminum construction, and turbochargers all create specific cooling system demands. The coolant mistakes that might cause minor problems in a petrol car can destroy a diesel engine over time. And almost every diesel owner is making at least one of these mistakes right now. Make sure to watch till the end because mistake number 7 involves something that's supposed to protect your engine, but is actually the most common cause of catastrophic overheating. And checking it takes 30 seconds. Mistake number 1, using the wrong coolant type or mixing different coolant types. Walk into any auto parts store and you'll see a wall of different coolant bottles. Green, red, orange, pink, IAT, OAT, HOT. Most diesel owners grab whatever's on sale or matches the color already in their system. This is catastrophic because modern diesel engines are built almost entirely from aluminum, from the cylinder head to the block. They need coolant specifically formulated for aluminum protection. Traditional green IAT coolant was designed for cast iron engines from the 1970s. It contains silicates that protect iron but damage modern aluminum components. When you put IAT coolant in an aluminum diesel engine, the silicates form deposits that act as insulation, preventing proper heat transfer. Modern diesels need OAT or HOT coolants, specifically formulated for aluminum engines. These use different corrosion inhibitors and provide superior heat transfer. Worse, if you mix coolant types, the different inhibitor packages react with each other, creating gel-like substances that clog your cooling system. Your radiator gets partially blocked, coolant flow decreases, and overheating occurs even though the system appears full. Always use the coolant type specified in your owner's manual. Never mix different types. If you don't know what's in your system, completely flush it and start fresh with the correct coolant. Mistake number 2, topping up with straight water or using tap water in the coolant mix. Your coolant level is slightly low. You top it up with water from your garden hose, planning to add proper coolant later. Tap water contains minerals, particularly calcium and magnesium, that precipitate when heated. These form scale deposits exactly like the white buildup inside your kettle. In a diesel engine, this scale forms on aluminum surfaces and can reduce heat transfer by 30 to 40%. Your engine produces the same heat but can't get rid of it effectively. The scale also insulates the temperature sensor, so your gauge might show normal while actual metal temperature is dangerously high. If you must add water temporarily, use only distilled or deionized water, but never run your engine with diluted coolant for extended periods. Coolant isn't just antifreeze. The corrosion inhibitors and heat transfer additives are equally important. Mistake number 3, ignoring coolant contamination from oil or exhaust gases. You check your coolant and notice it looks milky or has an oily film. Or you see bubbles rising in the expansion tank when the engine runs. Oil in coolant usually indicates head gasket failure, cracked cylinder head, or failed oil cooler. When oil enters coolant, it destroys the coolant's ability to transfer heat. Your cooling system tries to cool your engine with a fluid that has half the heat capacity it should. Overheating is inevitable. Exhaust gas contamination shows up as bubbles. This indicates combustion gases escaping into the cooling system, usually from head gasket failure. These gases create air pockets that don't transfer heat, causing localized overheating that warps the cylinder head further. If you see bubbles, milky coolant, or oil contamination, stop driving immediately. A head gasket replacement might cost $1,500 to $2,500 if caught early. Continue driving and warp the cylinder head, and you're looking at $3,000 to $5,000. Mistake number 4, never changing coolant because you think it's lifetime or because it still looks clean. Many modern diesel cars claim lifetime coolant. Even when the manual recommends changes, many owners skip them because the coolant still looks clean. As coolant ages, additive depletion causes pH to drop, making it acidic. Acidic coolant accelerates aluminum corrosion. Old coolant also loses heat transfer properties. 5-year-old coolant might look fine, but only transfer 80% as much heat as fresh coolant. In a diesel operating at high loads, especially when towing or during DPF regeneration cycles, that 20% reduction is the difference between normal temperature and gradual overheating. Coolant should be changed every 5 years or 150,000 kilometers for long-life OAT coolants, or every 2 years for traditional coolants. A coolant change costs $150 to $250 at a shop. Compare that to $2,000 to $5,000 for overheating damage. Mistake number 5, not properly bleeding air from the cooling system after any work. You've topped up coolant or replaced a hose. The system appears full, the engine runs fine initially, but within days you're experiencing overheating. The problem is air trapped in the cooling system. Air doesn't conduct heat. When air sits in a coolant passage, that area can't be cooled properly. An air pocket near combustion chambers can cause localized overheating that warps the cylinder head even though your temperature gauge shows normal. Proper bleeding requires running the engine with the expansion tank cap off, squeezing hoses to dislodge air, and using bleeder screws if equipped. Some vehicles require specific procedures. Never assume the system is properly filled just because coolant level looks correct. Here's what all these mistakes have in common. They're invisible until they cause catastrophic damage. Your diesel doesn't gradually warn you it's overheating from wrong coolant type, air pockets, or a weak pressure cap. It runs normally until the day it doesn't. The solution is preventive awareness. Check your coolant type and verify it's correct. Inspect for contamination monthly. Have coolant changed on schedule regardless of appearance. Properly bleed the system after any work. Fix small leaks immediately. Test your pressure cap annually. These simple checks cost nothing and take minutes, but prevent catastrophic failures that end diesel engines. Diesel engines are incredibly durable with proper cooling. Hundreds of thousands of miles are possible when the cooling system functions correctly. But aluminum construction and high-load operation make them vulnerable to cooling system neglect. Treat your cooling system with respect. Use the right coolant, maintain proper levels, fix leaks immediately, and replace components before they fail catastrophically. What cooling system mistakes have you experienced in diesel engines? Share your experiences in the comments. If learning about these coolant mistakes could save you thousands in diesel engine damage, hit that like button and subscribe for more diesel maintenance knowledge that prevents expensive failures. Mistake number 6, ignoring small coolant leaks until they become major problems. You notice a small puddle occasionally, or you're topping up coolant every few months. These seem like minor annoyances, not urgent problems. But a slow leak means you're constantly running low on coolant, allowing air into the system. More importantly, slow leaks indicate component failure that's progressing. A weeping water pump seal will fail completely. A seeping radiator will crack. When these failures occur suddenly during operation, your coolant evacuates rapidly. Diesel engines can overheat quickly without coolant circulation. By the time the temperature gauge spikes, the engine has already experienced severe overheating. When you spot any coolant leak, fix it within days, not weeks. Common leak sources include water pump, radiator end tanks, hose connections, expansion tank cracks, and thermostat housing gaskets. Here's what all these mistakes have in common. They're invisible until they cause catastrophic damage. Your diesel doesn't gradually warn you it's overheating from wrong coolant type, air pockets, or a weak pressure cap. It runs normally until the day it doesn't. The solution is preventive awareness. Check your coolant type and verify it's correct. Inspect for contamination monthly. Have coolant changed on schedule regardless of appearance. Properly bleed the system after any work. Fix small leaks immediately. Test your pressure cap annually. These simple checks cost nothing and take minutes but prevent catastrophic failures that end diesel engines.